just doing a little historical look back from 1 year ago. As a matter of fact, it was January 10th and 11th of last year where not only did we have a winter storm that spawned some tornadoes, but actually there were some places that saw 1 inch to 2 inches of snow. Once again, that was just 1 year ago today. And now we look at the monthly and yearly precipitation, which are obviously going to be the same, but it makes sense that last year, about 0.3 of an inch more than what we picked up so far. But remember, March was our record setter for last year. Now, with all that being said, after I went back and I looked at that historical data, I was like, oh my goodness, we'll just take this January 11th for what it is, because it is absolutely beautiful outside. Even those places on the eastern edge of southwest Missouri, they're still absorbing that cloud cover. No precipitation, haven't had anything to worry about. So what happened to the overcast skies that we had this morning? Well, we had nice high pressure all west of the Mississippi. We've got a definitive line of it stretching really from south central Texas all the way up to St. Louis, and another one on the backside of it. Well, here's what's happening. That high pressure forcing a good storm system that not only involves snow but also thunderstorm activity for the Gulf states. As a matter of fact, we just skirted around this. They had not a whole lot, just a dusting. Some places got about as much as 1 inch. You know, that's the Ouachita Mountains up there, so they're going to get a little more snow. But you can tell how close it really got to our highlighted counties. But another thing that this low pressure system did, it pulled down all this cold Canadian air, and it just pulled it right through us. And so that's why our temperature is going to be a little bit off than what we'd anticipate for the middle of January. 36 in CJ, 37 in Indy, 35 right now in Nevada. And you'll notice too that our temperatures are going to be a little bit different. Actually, I don't want to say warmer, but perhaps a degree or two better out to the west and north, if you will, because that wind comes in from the south right here, and then we take the clockwise motion and drop it in from the north when we get to our eastern portion of southwest Missouri, where our cloud cover still remains. Nice thing for everybody involved in this storm system, as it approaches the mid-Atlantic, it's breaking up. It's pretty much done with its severity, despite the fact that they had winter storm warnings this morning. This thing's not going to amount to a whole lot. So now what we're going to do here in the 4 states, we're actually going to pay attention to what's all the way up in the Pacific Northwest. Now, before we get there, we're going to get a warming trend on our hands. I know today's going to be a little bit chilly, but like I said, just a gorgeous afternoon with temperatures in the low 40s, whole lot of sunshine overnight. We are back below freezing, but the wind's going to shift and come in from the southwest. And what that's going to do is provide us with temperatures in the 50s on Tuesday, and then even the mid-50s by the time we get to Wednesday. So, like I said, for the next 3 days, really no worries. Let's talk about that low pressure working in off the Pacific Northwest. So there it is right there. It's very similar in nature to what we saw last week. This thing stays organized once it gets over the Rockies, sweeps down in, but the nice thing is we don't have a chance to transition over into freezing temperatures, so we should be able to keep it as rain for Thursday night into Friday. Now after that, some cold temperatures on the backside of it, and so our next round of precipitation that presents itself Saturday evening / night into Sunday morning, Tanya, that's the next bout that could spit a little snow. But as I went back and I looked at the storm reports from a year ago today, you know, time's been weird this year. Whether you're in the time bubble, whether you call it COVID time, call it what you want. It was amazing to go back 1 year ago and look at the massive storm reports that we have. Let's count ourselves lucky that we get plenty of sunshine and chilly temperatures this afternoon.
All right, that's for sure. All right, thanks, Michael.